We're now joined by Melissa Gertz, co-founder, executive director of the Community Justice Center. Good to see you, Melissa. It's last time we saw each other was in person at the Berrie Awards.
It was.
Yeah, let's put this in perspective. You're a 2018 winner of the Russ Berrie Award for Making a Difference. First of all, tell folks what that meant to you and your organization.
Well, it was incredibly humbling. It brought me back to kind of a guiding star for me, which is the former New Jersey State Supreme Court Justice Virginia Long. One of her quotes that has guided me for a long time. You will have the chance to make a difference. The issue is whether you will take it. You can be an ordinary thread in the tunic, or you can be that royal touch of purple that gives distinction to the garment. Be that royal touch of purple to the world. Winning that award confirmed that I was doing something right. And I was last year, thanks to the publicity of the foundation, I was lucky enough to be inducted into the Supreme Court of the United States in front of all 9 justices.
Amazing. You know, I was remiss. I don't want to assume that if people saw our previous interviews that they know what the Community Justice Center is. A, what is it and who do you serve?
So the Community Justice Center is a legal services nonprofit based in Trenton, serving central New Jersey's veterans and others who struggle with invisible disabilities. Basically, we assist them in trying to get the treatment and benefits that they rightfully deserve, either before the Department of Veterans Affairs or the Social Security Administration. We are the only New Jersey legal services nonprofit accredited to appear in Veterans Court.
We've been asking all the winners of the Russ Berrie Award for Making a Difference, the Making a Difference Award, is this. COVID has impacted our lives in so many ways. How has COVID-19 impacted not just the work of your organization, but the people you serve?
In terms of the work, the courts were closed for a very long time, so everything was kind of put on hold, even though the health and the needs of our clients, that was not put on hold. In terms of our client population, almost all of our clients fall within COVID's vulnerable population category because of the health conditions that they're dealing with. We kind of switched gears a little bit and helped them with, getting their stimulus checks and getting other sources of funding that might have become available because of COVID. The courts are now slowly opening and we're moving forward now, but it's been a long year in that sense.
You know, it's interesting, Melissa, we talk all the time about our veterans and our heroes and what they've done for us to allow us to continue to live the life that we live in our country. But as I remember interviewing you, and I've been honored over the last many years since the Russ Berrie Awards started to host that event, so I've met so many fascinating people. I remember when I interviewed you, you talked about this, and I want to talk about it again. Veterans often have a very difficult time obtaining disability designation from the VA because?
In part, it's a very, very, very complicated process, and those that are trying to seek the benefits are also medically sometimes very ill and trying to fight for their benefits while also, in a sense, trying to get better. One of the other differences within the Social Security Administration to get disability, there are about 170 different medical codes, so to speak. In the VA, there are thousands and thousands. And the VA, it's also, if you think of that old children's game, Chutes and Ladders, a claim can kind of go up and down and up and down and up and down. And in between each decision can take years. So it's a very long process. And it's just very cumbersome and complicated, and it shouldn't be, but it is.
You know, it's interesting. You talk about the Social Security Administration, but also the VA, the Veterans Administration. Cumbersome, we get it, bureaucratic, but I don't understand. Why are there 2 different places that disabled veterans would go? Why isn't it one centralized federal agency?
Well, they have 2 very different purposes. The Social Security Administration has to do with whether you can work medically or not, and you're either entitled to it or you're not. It's all or nothing. On the VA side, they don't care about whether you can work. They care about whether you're injured and whether it's connected to service. And you don't get all or nothing. You can get partial disability. You can get, it's on a scale. But because they have two different purposes, they have two different definitions of disability, and they also don't talk to each other very well.
Shocking. So you say about federal agencies. I want to do this. Melissa, tell folks in the time we have left why you care so much about these veterans.
So it's very personal to me. In the summer of 2004, while in the midst of attending Rutgers Newark Law School, I was doing civil rights work in the Mississippi Delta, and life pretty much decided to rudely interrupt. In short, I was in a near fatal car accident. I survived, but not without a face full of hardware, extremely limited vision, PTSD, and most significantly, traumatic brain injury. So I have an insight because of my personal experience, and I have the legal background to serve these veterans. And I would say they're more willing to open up to me because I share their experience.
It's highly personal for you. I remember you told me that when we were up at Ramapo when you received the award, the Berrie Award. Highly personal for you.
I also, another way that I would say inspire my clients, after my car accident, I was told I needed to find another career, and that becoming a lawyer was no longer going to be feasible. And that wasn't going to do. I had wanted to be a lawyer since my childhood days of watching Matlock. And I said, no, I'm going back to school. And I persevered while others were competing for postgraduate clerkships and associate positions. I was learning how to see again. But I finished, and I took Pennsylvania and New Jersey bar exams, and I passed on the first try.
This is Melissa Gertz, co-founder and executive director of the Community Justice Center, the 2018 winner of the Russ Berrie Making a Difference Award. Melissa, thank you, not just for joining us as part of this 25 for 25 initiative, recognizing 25 winners over 25 years of the Berrie Award, but more importantly, thank you for the work you do every day. Thank you, Melissa. All the best.
Thank you. You too.
I'm Steve Adubato. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation. Funding has been provided by the Russell Berrie Foundation, Holy Name Medical Center, the Turrell Fund, supporting Reimagine Childcare, TD Bank, United Airlines, Seton Hall University, the Fidelco Group, ADP, and by Fedway Associates, Inc. Promotional support provided by NJ On Air and by ROINJ.
Data shows that many patients have avoided seeking critical health care in the wake of COVID-19, but delaying medical care can have serious consequences. Holy Name Medical Center was the first hospital in North Jersey to conduct a deep, rigorous cleaning of our facilities using manual disinfection, electrostatic sanitizing mist, and UVC lighting. At Holy Name, we're clean, we're open, and we're safe for all your healthcare needs.